Okay, so from last time, I'm trying to figure out the fourth final clue to get into the Tower of Oannes. This is my lead. The second meaning of that, which was unused, in the trap, which was useless. Not 100% sure if I've got any idea what to do with this, but I would thought of checking out something I checked out before. And that was in the Eternal Prison. Because there was the part with the ceiling squishers, and in theory you were supposed to use the Gale Fibula to run through, but that wasn't actually required. So to me that seems like a useless trap. Turn off the flame torque. Probably should have done that when I saved. Second meaning. Dash like the wind. I have, well, wind is the first meaning. Scream would be all mantras. Let's try from the other direction. And can I... I do have a delay when I land, so I can get squished if I'm not careful, and if I'm careful. Not 100% sure that this is even anywhere remotely close to the solution, but something to try. That which was unused. I'm pretty sure wind did get used. Still forgot to save with the flame torque turned off. So scan around carefully. Carefully fall off the ledge. Can I get through from this direction? Nope, I cannot. Turn off the flame torque, then save. This could also be, I don't know, the Yuga wheel at the beginning. That was not used. It's not a useless trap. It's kind of weird for that other clue to be right nearby it. So we've got decorated here a symbol of the map. That mural. Trying to see how far I can go in before I get squished. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything down there. Those are the symbols used for clues to get through this puzzle. I don't think I can get down there again unless the things reset, which they did. It's also kind of strange that the pillars stop right there. Like, why not make the whole thing fatal? Second meaning of that which was unused, and the trap which was useless. How's it going, Raspy-Doo? How's your weekend? You're joining me as I try to puzzle through this one clue to find the way into the optional area. But I'm kind of grasping at straws here to figure out what the solution might be. Hope your weekend's treating you well. Although, you might actually be at work. My weekend's going great. Except for trying to figure this out. So, I've been to a variety of traps throughout the game. I can't say that many of them were useless, except for the one I'm in right now. So there's these pillars that come down and squish you if you're too slow, but you're actually able to walk through them or go through them at normal speed. So that's what makes me think it's kind of useless. There's an item that makes you super fast, but you don't really need it. Tried examining around the area using the little hand scanner that looks for clues. Haven't seen anything. So what kind of gaming have you been up to, Raspy? There is a little passageway in here, but that's just to get out. Nope, don't go down there. I meant this passageway. That's a doorway I can't use anymore. Oh, replaying 7th Saga as Olvan? It's putting you to sleep. I think I tried using Olvan a little bit. I'm guessing he's got great attack and defense, but maybe not so great in the magic department. My go-to 7th Saga team is Wilmy and Valsu. Wilmy so that I don't have to buy any equipment, and Valsu for all the great healing spells. Although they don't always get along. So how far into 7th Saga are ya? Expensive. Yeah, that's... Like, if you had a party of, like, Olvan and Camille, or Olvan and, I don't know, somebody else. You got all that armor and weapons and everything you get every time. Okay, just past the first cave. Do you know who you want or would like to partner up with? Oh, Legis? So I think I tried playing as Legis a little bit. But it's hard to beat not having to grind for 2 characters. Oops. Oh, trying to go through with each character. So which ones have you played through previously? So I can just kind of hop through here. No Gale Fibula needed. Okay, played through as Wilmy and Valsu. Reverse alphabetical order. I guess when you get to playing through his Lux, you won't have to worry about falling asleep because you'll have the clomp clomp iron steps everywhere you go. Kind of whipping enemies here for inspiration. I do think it's cool that 7th Saga, I mean it only has the 2 tunes, but at least, or maybe it does have more than 2. The battle music kind of changes depending when you're in the world versus on some of the dungeons. Just like normal fights. I can't remember if it changes after the transition or not, or if it's the same 2 tunes all the way throughout. But even 2 tunes is more than just the 1 tune that most games have. Useless trap. Is there something in the basement of the corridor? Immortal Battlefield. I think the other one might be better to swap to. You're going to try using the speedrun of Saga 3, but you've lost your nerve on that. So is that the Game Boy, aka Final Fantasy Legend 3? Or is that the Super Famicom / Super NES number 3? I can always get confused by the series titles. Okay. I think I played a little bit of that, but I got stuck in one of the levels. Couldn't find enough of the things that you were supposed to get that I can't remember the name of. It's very vague, but there was like a, I think like a land of giants or tiny people or something like that. Forget what's down here. It definitely felt like a nice creative RPG with a lot of depth, especially considering it was on the Game Boy. Alright. I tried to play a little bit of the Romancing Saga 3 remake, but I got stuck in knowing where to go and what to do and all that. It kind of felt like I was doing a lot of things, but I wasn't defeating much in the way of bosses. If that makes any sense. But it was kind of interesting that in that game, like if you went to like the final boss of a dungeon, and this was very unexpected, if you lost to the boss of that dungeon, instead of just dying, they'd pop you out back to the world map. So it kind of like a way to prevent you from getting soft locked. So that was kind of a cool idea. How do we get back down into there? I have to get up from below. Where is below this? Ah, so they're on the list to purchase. I didn't... Romancing Saga. I've never played the Super NES version of Romancing Saga 1, but I really like the PlayStation 2 version / remake. And the remaster that they did very recently, I thought that was very well done. Essentially kept all the PS2 qualities and just a little bit of extras, nothing major. Kept all the great music and interesting voice acting. That was when I played a ton of the PlayStation 2 version. I think it was the only Saga game, oops, didn't want to do that, where I played through with all the characters. It just seemed very well set up for replayability through different scenarios. I'm also curious about checking out a playthrough of the Super NES Saga Frontier one. Or no, Romancing Saga, sorry. Just to see how it's different. I think even the localization was really good on it too. Like, I'm kind of surprised at how much effort they put into the PS2 version, considering this was probably not going to be a huge seller for them. But it may be hot on the heels of Final Fantasy. Massive success, they had the resources to spend on that. So wandering back into Seven Sagas set territory, I kind of don't... I can't imagine playing through that game without using Valsu for the healing, because it seemed like, especially the resurrection spell, so useful. The one that gives all your MP back. But I know it's definitely possible to play through with any combo. So is it the Moon Rune or something like that? Moon Altar. Already got that solved. Not much in the way of traps. Oh, as soon as it gets that resurrect. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think there was one time Valsu just suddenly woke up one morning and decided to ditch Wilmy and take everything. And I reloaded the game and Valsu was just fine, so... I guess it depends on if he's had a good night's sleep or not. Okay, where else might there be a useless trap? That down there led to a treasure. That is a fake gem. What does this have to say? I think that was a clue for the Brahma puzzle, which is solved. Is this a ceiling squisher? Oh, it's a giant laser beam. Don't think I can do anything with this. Pretty sure I cannot reflect it. Nope. I think the next big, well, not necessarily big, next RPG I will play is the Star Ocean Second Story R remake. Excited for that coming out. Always thought that game was a lot of fun. It's cool that they're bringing it back and maybe a whole new audience gets a chance to try it out. Don't think the Elder's gonna have anything useful, of course not. Time to wander around looking for useless traps. Finally remembered to attack that enemy. for getting knocked off screen. Forget what was different about the screen before. I think there was something that I had to attack, and that opened up this. This opened up that doorway to, I think, Onofin. There's a ceiling that's empty, but I don't think there's any way up from there. No poison gas anymore. Oh, that's a real skeleton, not a dead skeleton. This is Scold's root. That is the room that had... Oh, this is the room that had the pressure plate. Although this trap did kill me. Kind of interesting. There's a little tiny pixel on the ledge that you can stand on and not set off the trap. Wonder if I can zoom through here. This is probably not going to accomplish anything, but nope. These are all intro notes because this was the first area. Get people used to the rules of the game. There's this thing, but this was really... It's a very slow trap, but it's still technically effective. This is a shop. Got tons of money, but don't really need to buy anything. Oh, I can. I feel the money woes from Seven Saga. If only there were a way to transfer this gold over to there, I would. I remember grinding lots of fights against those floating brains. Just kind of remember those having a lot of money. And I remember, especially later in the game, just running away from certain enemy groups that seem to give very little experience and money. This is the ground floor. That would take me to Onwifin. I don't think I actually went onto the screen recently. Not really a whole lot here, though. And this is the warp point. This was where what's his name was. There's a statue that's not here that I can examine. That's interesting. So these statues disappeared, but the text prompt is still there. Looks like there should be something up in the ceiling, but no. Can't bust through the wall. There's nothing left going on in here. This was a boss room. There's the actual statue. So this pitfall, it's slightly annoying. It doesn't lead to any damage. Why does this even exist? Second meaning thing has also been puzzling me. I have no idea what that could be. I can't think of anything in my inventory that was useless. Either from usable items or equipment. I mean, battle things are just generally useful. Everything had some kind of a bonus. And there's the outfits, but I don't know if those are exactly useless. Another statue. And this doorway just goes up to Icefire Treetop. This goes to Mortal Battlefield. Upper left corner, bottom left corner. Can I get up from down here? From the right, maybe. This is like a tightrope section. Can't jump or whip when I'm on that ground or else fall through. I think this is what activated that pendulum platform. Already got that note. Got all the mantras. That does nothing. Useless trap. I think this was a barrier that I had to toss something through to activate the pressure plate. I try to get swarmed by enemies. This was the boss room. Kinda not sure why all the water's in there. I don't think that ever came into play. Don't think any of the tablets are going to have clues that are useful for this solution, because those would be just for the base game. Oops. I'm looking for the totem thing. Where is that? This thing. Not quite useless. But something you didn't really need to solve the game, I don't think. Just kind of helpful. All the way down. Sneak up onto the elevator. I think this was just a merchant. Things that are not for sale include whatever that mirror and duck are. Could there be any pattern to where the previous 4 clues were? Unfortunately, I've deleted some of my notes since then, but I do have the 4 fish in 4 different areas. The other clues were The one I just solved about a useless man pouring drinks. That was in Heaven's Labyrinth. And then, what was the fourth clue? The fish, the pouring, this clue, and I might have to wander back into that area just to refresh my memory. But if they're spacing the clues around, then maybe I can rule out areas to look through. Keep going the wrong way. I actually don't want to fight enemies here because I want to go into that mini boss room on the right. And instead of continuing or going to the title, I go to Eden. Okay, pour drinks with a useless man, got that one figured out. Second meaning of that which was unused in the trap which was useless. Trying to figure that one out. Catch the 4 fish inhabiting Yggdrasil. Got those noted down. Ah, yeah. Among the flowers. So that was in the village. Oh, can't use the grill. Might as well reload. So if I write down all of these areas, let's go to some place with better music. Here we go. Not a bad song, but because it's endgame, they're using it for multiple areas and I like a little bit more variety. So, village of departure? Probably not. Maybe roots of Yggdrasil? Anwufin had one of the fish. Immortal Battlefield could be another contender. Oops, going the wrong way. Icefire Treetop had one of the fish. Divine Fortress. Shrine of the Frost Giants. Granted, this is only going to narrow down like remove 6 options, but it's better than going through everything. Gate of the Dead. Takamagahara. Heaven's Labyrinth was used for the useless man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of. It's tricky with the Ice Fire Treetop because it's a large area. So 6 areas to pick on the side, or Ancient Chaos had a fish. Hall of Malice did not have anything. But Hall of Malice doesn't have much in the way of traps, I don't... Well, it's got the one very deadly trap. Icefire again, Eternal Prison. Quite a number of places to go through. I wonder if I can spot any pattern from Brahma. This has had useful information before. Could it have useful information here? Trying to remember the symbols. So the top one there is Anwafin. Left one is... I think Shrine of the Frost Giants. The right side is Gate of the Dead. Down below there is Takamagahara, Heaven's Labyrinth, and one of the underworlds. Can't remember if that's Gloom or Doom. So not much of a pattern there. But maybe there might be something useful. Like, why is that? Trying to remember. It's like there's red dots, blue dots, yellow dots. I think the red dots were mantras. Okay, up top is... I don't remember. And we've got the arm as part of Shrine of the Frost Giants cut off. Right side, I think, is Dark Star-Lord. Down here, Ancient Chaos. The other side of Doom and Gloom. And I want to say Anwafin, but I could be wrong on that. Bunch of blue dots, a few red dots. And here we've got Icefire Treetop, Mortal Battlefield, and Roots of Yggdrasil. I reversed the order there. Roots are up top, the trees down below. It just cycles between those three. Like the dot up there and the dot down here. This one right here. This one right here. Could be just the way the colors are layered on. They don't look like the other dots. And I don't actually know if this is any kind of useful information anyway. Because in theory this would have been just for the main game. Try looking in here for clues, but I don't think there's anything going on. Can't talk to these ladies. Doesn't seem to be anything going on in here. So I guess I will try looking through these areas again, see if I can spot anything that might match that clue.